The Tigers Radio Network broadcasts, both live and archived, are the exclusive property of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated and are produced for the private use of our listening audience. No rebroadcast, in full or in part, is permitted without the express written consent of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated.
Good evening and welcome to another Central League contest between the Haverford Fords and the Marple Newtown Tigers. Tigers go on the road looking to improve the 6-1. Their lone loss was to Springfield. They've been rolling as of late. Meanwhile, the Fords have been struggling this season. They have one win on the year. They gave Garnet Valley a scare, but other than that, they're looking to avoid 1-5.
Yes, this is a big matchup for the Tigers. It's a 6A team. With a win, you get some good playoff points going into the 5A playoffs with seeding. But Marple Newtown's rolling after that Springfield loss. 2 big wins against Ridley, Mass Street Charter. And as you said, the Fords, they're coming off of a bye. But week before that, big loss to Pencrest. Their sole win was against Chichester, 27-8. So a team trying to find their identity, running a new type of offense under their young head coach, Luke Doherty. So ready to go tonight, Dave.
Marple Newtown won the toss, elected to defer, as this will be kicked back, return from the 15, makes one man miss, and the Fords will be on offense in a different style approach than we're used to, Steve.
Yeah, so they're running that midline read, 2 wingbacks, just like that Garnet Valley look, which Marple will see in a couple of weeks in a big game in the Central League tonight. Garnet and Strathaven. Strathaven looking to break Garnet's, I believe it's a 4 or 5 season Central League win streak.
First down and 10 from the 34-yard line. They're led by the quarterback, Liam Taylor, Steve. A little different approach. Man goes in motion, midline read. But Steve, meanwhile, Marple Newtown, last couple times are 2-2, and this is the 5th meeting. Marple Newtown won at Haverford last time in 2016 by a final score 26-13.
Yeah, Marple Newtown coming in. We talk a lot about their offense, but that defense of theirs has been stat-led by Rich Gentile, the ex-Upper Darby coach that had many battles against Haverford on those Thanksgiving game rivalries, so he's right at home here at Haverford tonight.
11:30 here in the first quarter. Haverford in the Marple Newtown territory from the 48. Man goes in motion to the far side. That midline read is the keeper by the QB along the far side. He's able to pick up a few, and that's Taylor.
Nice gain on first down. And if you're, I'm not sure why the guy's moving the sticks there. But if you're Haverford, you'll take 3 to 5 yards a pop on first down. They pick up about 5, make it 2nd down and 10. Or 2nd and 5, excuse me.
2nd down and 5. Man goes in motion. This time he hands it off to the up back. Marple Newtown now full, and that's going to be something that Marple Newtown's going to have to keep an eye on tonight, Steve.
Yeah, that midline read, they're reading that D tackle to the strength. They leave him on block. He runs upfield. They'll hand that off to the fullback. If he sits, quarterback will hold it and then read the D end and whether pitch it or cut it upfield. So, got to play very disciplined football if you're the Tigers. You kind of hate playing these offenses because you just can't, make a move, one read, and go get the ball. You got to play very disciplined, sit. Stay square to the ball.
Man goes in motion. It's a keeper. A pitch to the far side. He's close to the 60. He gets the first down. Number 14, Hendricks, was the pitch man. He also plays basketball, too.
Yeah, that's a good read there by Haverford. They're
going to say he stepped out of bounds, Steve. I thought for sure he had that first along that Marple Newtown sideline.
It's going to be 4th and short here. And Haverford going to keep their team on the field.
So the ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Marple Newtown kicked this one away, so the Fords have had the ball for the majority here starting their first drive of the game. Let's see if they go to the ground with Shoemaker again, or do they let the quarterback keep it? Taylor under center, needs a yard. See if they do the sneak. It's actually a bounce to the far side. He spin moves. He gets close to that sticks. Depend on the spot. The far side official is right at that line.
Man, he's going to be right there. I think
I don't know. Coach Gicking is right there, too. He's pointing he didn't get that one.
Tigers ball. So that's a huge stop by the Tigers. And a missed opportunity by Haverford trying to strike first.
So that's a turnover on downs. Marple Newtown's defense does their job. First down and 10 from the 38-yard line. This drive will begin with 9:21. Out comes Bertolini and this high-flying Marple Newtown offense.
Yeah, and this offense has been rolling, averaging 38 points per game. Bertolini, 9 touchdown passes on the season, just under 1,000 yards passing. And we'll talk about his backs after this play.
Bertolini under center, first down and 10 from the 38. Box the back. Play action. Looking, goes into the Haverford sideline, intended for Gillen.
Flag down on the field.
I don't believe that was complete, so it will be second down, but depending on the flag here with 9:15 in the first quarter. I'm Dave Pascal alongside Steve Reynolds and the rest of the Tigers Radio Network. Illegal man downfield against the Tigers. Do you back them up or take the down?
I'd back him up on this if I'm Haverford.
And that's the way it looks. They will call a legal man downfield. Marple Newtown, who's been playing relatively clean the last 2 weeks, commits a penalty first time on offense.
Yeah, and talk about their backs, Walski and Box. I mean, there was a nice article this week about, a couple teams with different backs sharing the workload. On the season, Walski was 62 carries, Box with 59. They're combined just under 1,000 yards rushing, 14 touchdowns. And, man, it's nice when you have that arm of Bertolini, but when he can turn around and hand it off to either one of those, this offense is potent.
First down and 10, same formation. He's under center. They play action and roll to the left. Looking to go right back to it. It's complete to Gillen at the 45-50. Makes a man miss. Picks up a first down right off the bat.
Same exact play. They go back to it. They boot out to the left. Gillen runs a nice comeback route. Avoids a tackler and picks up the first down. So get the penalty yards back and more across midfield into Haverford territory.
Bertolini's first completion to Gillen goes for 19 in the Haverford territory. First down and 10, 8:50 here in the first quarter. Marple Newtown. Bertolini under center, 3 wide receivers, box the back. They hand it off the Box on that right side. He cuts it back, finds a crease. Box makes one man miss. He's past the 30 down to the 28. First carry goes for 20 for Box.
You go counter to the right there. Good job by the pulling tackle and guard. He runs right behind them, cuts it back to the left side, and picks up a chunk of yards. Nice to see Tigers dominating on the run game ever since that Ridley game 2 weeks ago. They haven't looked back.
27-yard lines where the ball spot is, so to give an additional yard. 21 yards on that rush for Box. Go right back to him. Makes one man miss, but the job by the defensive front of Haverford to bottle him up, only a gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, good job. Interior line of Haverford.
We're all set, guys.
Able to make a nice stop there. Bring up about 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
69.
7:45 and rolling. Marple Newtown looking to take an early lead. Haverford did get the ball to begin the game. Marple Newtown got a stop on downs. Bertolini under center, box the back. They fake it to him. No, they give it to him. He dashes off that left side past the 20. That's where this ball will be spotted. He rushes for 6 off that left side.
Good job up front by the Tigers offensive line, left side of that line. Creating a push. Make it a manageable 3rd down here. About 3rd and 3 for the Tigers.
2 down territory?
Yes.
3rd down and short. Bertolini comes back to Luzio. The fullback, box the back, 2 wide receivers to the far side. They hand it off the Box. He dives forward. It's close. It's going to depend on the spot. It looks like it's 4th down, Steve.
Yeah, they're going to mark him short. Expect him to get right on the line with a QB sneak. That's what they do. They line up quick.
Bertolini, QB sneak off that right side. He leans forward. He appears to have it.
Push.
Steve, that's been the topic of conversation. QB sneak, Philadelphia, like essentially the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been nonstop.
Push.
And that's going to pick up the first down. Tigers are rolling here inside the red zone.
Drive began at their own 38-yard line. They're down to the 16 with 6:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Seeing a pass, that play action to Gillen, and a few runs by Box. Bertolini under center, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Box the back.
Hold on, Eric.
Play action, rolling to his right. He has his man in his flat. He's looking for the end zone into double coverage. It's up. It's grabbed. It's incomplete. Intended for Xavier on that far side.
And he was looking at him the whole way, but triple coverage there. I mean, he puts that ball only where Xavier can get it, so he was confident on that flag route towards the back pylon. Just incomplete there. Could have been a dangerous throw, but when you have that arm strength and that accuracy as Bertolini does, you're able to fit in tight spots. It just falls out incomplete there for the Tigers.
Clock stop at 5:56 here, second down and 10. DeFrucio goes in motion to the far side. They hand it off to him. Good job by Haverford to bottom up. No, he breaks free. He brings it back to the near side. He is going to get into the end zone. Waiting for the signal. It looks like he's down inside the 5. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, Steve, but DeFrucio pumps the brakes, goes to the far side, and cuts it all the way backfield.
They had him dead to rights. That defense of Haverford and DeFrucio does a good job of planting that foot. And they're going to give it to him. That was a touchdown. So he got across the pylon there into the end zone. Great job by DeFrucio, and good job by the Tigers to keep on blocking, not giving up.
So that rush touchdown will be from 16 yards out. They make a man-to-man extra point. Have a Gillen hold is up and good. 7-0 Tigers with 5:48 here in the first quarter. You listen to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
If you're having plumbing problems, heating problems, cooling problems, don't have an attack, call Bobby Mack. Bob McNamara Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is located right here in Marple Township for 29 years. You can call Bobby Mack, 610-496-6260, or visit their website for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs at bobmcnamaraplumbing.com.
Welcome back as DeFrucio, Steve, got that jet sweep, pumped the brakes. He brought it all the way back, 7-0 Marple Newtown.
Yeah, great job by DeFrucio there, planting that outside foot, coming back, not giving up on the play. And as I said, 10 other blockers, even the quarterback helping, lending a hand there, and continuing blocking until DeFrucio gets across the end zone for the 7-0 lead early here.
McMenamin kicks this one away, goes to the tailback on that far side, 22-yard lines where it's picked up. Decent return for the Fords. Ball will be spotted inside the 35. Let's see who they officially mark it. As Marple Newtown hasn't really kicked it all the way deep yet, Steve. It looks like they're trying to avoid the big return, but good starting field position for the Fords with 5:43 here in the first. Trailing 7-0 after Marple Newtown stopped them on downs.
Yeah, they had a promising first drive there. I mean, for a 1-4 team, they came out firing, but drive just stalled on a 4th and short. They weren't able to punch it in. So turnover on downs. Marple Newtown capitalizes here, and Haverford has their second chance at it.
From the 34 to the pitch man on this near side. Good pitch by Taylor. He's tackled at the 42-yard line. Good job by him. You're already sending the midline read. Tossed out to number 14, Heinrich. As Steve, Marple Newtown, you get used to the wing tee in the month of October. You play 3 teams that run it.
Yeah, and this time, 2 times tonight in the first quarter, Haverford having success on the triple option pitch man. And they pick up good about 8 yards there on first down.
Second down and 2. Handoff goes to the up back, makes one man miss. He's tackled at midfield before he's able to break free. In the Marple Newtown territory, Shoemaker.
Nice run there by Shoemaker. Cross midfield, another first down. for Haverford.
That's a big boy hit right there.
And got to play disciplined football. Those outside backers, you know, you got to worry about the pitch man outside, but you also have to come inside and make a tackle with those powers.
From the 49, Taylor on the pitch. Heinrich, he tripped up in the backfield. There'll be a loss on the play. DeFrucio makes the tackle at 4:30 here in the first.
This time, Tigers play very well. They attack. They don't wait. They're not flat-footed. They attack downfield, which they do so well. They swarm to the ball and make a nice play in the backfield.
Ball goes to the 50, loss of 1 on that play. We've already seen the midline read a couple times, going to the up back quarterback keeper, and now the pitchman and Heinrich. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Marple Newtown leads 7-0. Taylor under center. Drops back the pass, looks the pass on the near side. It's reeled in. Marple Newtown Saviors able to wrap him up at the 46-yard line. Catches complete to number 1. That's Kosher, the senior.
That's a nice hitch route to the outside. Short game because such a good tackle there by Savior on the outside, left cornerback. Makes a good break on the ball there and a short tackle. One broken tackle there. We had another 3 to 4 yards, but good job there by Savior.
And if you're to coach Steve for Haverford right here, 2 down territory as they'll burn a timeout. Now referee timeout. Looks like an equipment change for Moyer going along that far side, so he'll have to step out for a play as the Dario checks in. Your play calling here, you think you got possibly 2 downs to get 8 yards.
Yeah, and you can keep it on the ground here on 3rd down because you're probably going to go for it on 4th depending on what you get. We haven't seen Haverford put it in the air yet.
Taylor drops back the pass. He rolls. He's able to get out of a sack. Not 1, but 2. Another Tiger comes in. Jacob Eck gets credit with the sack. McGowan had the pressure. 4th down, and the punting unit will have to come out as it will be a loss of a few on the play.
Yeah, so lose yards there. You're going to have to punt it away. That's what they do there. But a team that isn't going to throw much, but you have to respect and honor it because keep bringing guys in the box. You have 8 guys in the box. Eventually they're going to step back and throw one over top. The Tigers do a good job there. Defensive front breaks down the pocket and brings down the quarterback for a loss.
Clean snap on the punt. It's a high booming kick. Marple Newtown will let it bounce. It'll take a forwards bounce inside the 20. Marple Newtown will come out. Ball spot on the 18 with 2:16 here in the first quarter, looking to add to their 7-0 lead.
Yeah, first possession, Tigers, a little bit in the air and on the ground there. But DeFrucio, we talked about Box and Walski. DeFrucio, I mean, a third option running the ball. They love him in that jet roll, being the jet man on those jet sweeps. And he did a good job there, bouncing it back to the other side and scoring on that first possession.
2:16 begin the drive from the first quarter from their own 18-yard line. Shotgun formation, Box on Bertolini's right hip. Man goes in motion on that far side. They fake the jet. It goes to the counter. They score off the jet. Go right back to it. Why not? Gets down to the 24. Rips off 5 to 6 yards on that carry.
And I like that play call. That jet they ran earlier was just stopped. Haverford did a great job on that touchdown, swarming to that side of the field, forced DeFrucio having to bounce it back. This time you fake the jet and you give it directly to the Box, that opposite side of the field. And he picks up some good yards, about 6 on first down.
2nd down and 4. Bertolini goes under center. 2 wide receivers. Esposito goes in motion. Handoff goes to Box off that right side. Nothing doing. A couple forwards were waiting for him.
Yeah, about no gain there for the Tigers ball carrier. Haverford, a couple good plays defensively on the last drive. Linebackers do a good job filling there in the hole on that power play.
We talked about several times. You said the article. How convenient isn't to bring a fresh set of legs on 3rd down from Marple Newtown?
Oh, I mean, it's such an advantage for the offense when you're able to give fresh legs. especially to these running backs. And these guys, Box and Walsh, they want to stay on the field, but they know they got to be selfless and give each other breaks, and they complement each other so well.
Marple Newtown will burn a timeout, their first of the first half with 44 seconds left. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 7-0 Marple Newtown. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Home and Business Public Adjusters are proud sponsors of the 2023 Marple Newtown High School football team. Every team needs a great quarterback, and when your home or business is affected by water, storm, fire, or smoke damage, we offer our 27 years of experience to quarterback your team. We set protocol for restoration and replacement and rebuilding of your home. Located on Baltimore Pike in Media, we proudly serve PA, New Jersey, Maryland, and Delaware. At Home and Business Public Adjusters, we know the playbook. Text Blaine at 610-909-1112. Ready, set up. Wow.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Steve, Coach Gicking didn't like what he saw, took a timeout as first of the first half. What's he drawing up?
Well, this is typical of Coach Gicking, taking early timeouts on big third down plays. And look for something with Bertolini rolling out to his right or left here.
Walski the back. They fake it to Walski. Drops back the pass. Throwing deep down the field. Draped all over him. Did he reel it in?
He did.
He caught it.
Now they're going to say incomplete.
Now he's saying incomplete. It was intended for DeFrucio, and Moyer will have to punt.
So they take a shot there. Instead of just picking up a couple yards, or maybe something out in the flat, they try to take a shot there. And he had his man just incomplete. Not bad coverage there. They run hip for hip with them, Haverford does, and they force a punt here. So good job by Haverford, not letting this game get out of hand.
40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Marple Newtown leads 7-0 after a DeFrucio touchdown run from 16 yards out. Fords get a stop defensively. Moyer in the punt this one away. Clean snap. It's a low returnable kick. From their own 46-yard line, bounce at the outside is Heinrich. He found the crease. He'll be pushed out of bounds, but great starting field position from the Marple Newtown 40 with 28 seconds left in the first.
Yeah, good hold by Haverford. They have excellent field position in Marple Newtown territory here to try to capitalize. They've been able to move the ball on their first two possessions. Just both have stalled. One to a turnover on downs on 4th and inches. The other one, they had to punt it away here. So we'll see with their best starting field position here tonight what they can do with it.
Taylor under center. Man goes in motion. That read. And he breaks free. Wow. It's hard to follow these guys, Steve. Everybody goes in motion left, right. Shoemaker makes Marple Newtown pay inside the 25.
Great job by Shoemaker there. And again, a lot of misdirection and motion, as you said, Dave. And he just squeaks right through the middle of that defense. A couple of missed tackles there. Finally brought down.
You gotta call off that one. You're ahead.
So that will do it for the first quarter. Marple Newtown leads 7-0, but Haverford is driving. Don't go anywhere. More Central League action coming at you next. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Delco Steaks, winner of Best of Philly 2021 and most recently Best of Delco 2023, brings you the most authentic Philly cheesesteak to the Delaware Valley. Locations in Broomall, Folsom, and University City, Delco Steaks offers you 100% pure ribeye steak on a fresh sheeted roll from Karanji Bakery. They also offer many other fan favorites, including their dips, loaded fries, burgers, dogs, and coming this fall for football season, Delco Wings. Don't forget to email us at info@delcosteaks.com to inquire about our food truck and catering. Delco Steaks, you can't beat our meat. Can I say that?
Get ready to celebrate because Meehan Insurance is turning 60. That's right, 6 amazing decades of serving our community with top-notch insurance solutions. For 60 years, they've been your trusted partner in protecting what matters most: your family, your home, your business, and your future. Their commitment to you has never wavered. They're still here, stronger and more dedicated than ever. At Meehan Insurance, they treat you like family. That's the secret to 60 years of success. Call Main Insurance today or visit the website at maininsurance.com to get your updated home, auto, or business quote.
Welcome for second quarter action between Marple Newtown and Haverford. That play went for a few, Steve, on that dive, so we've seen them continue to utilize that midline read.
Yeah, and again, Marple Newtown, they're having some success defensively, staying patient, but here and there, Haverford is beating them just by a few inches, finding those creases and hurting them.
Taylor under center. See if they go back to the air. Last time Eck had that sack. Said he keeps it himself. Everybody up the field. Steve, you know a little bit about this wing T style approach. Offensively, you saw 3 linemen down the field. Is it hit a man trying to get to the second level?
Yeah, getting that second level because you're reading that D tackle and those D ends. So, depending on if they run upfield and you have men downfield, I mean, you're just, you don't have to block 2 guys, so you can block an additional couple guys downfield. So that's how successful the offense can be if it's ran properly.
From the 20, counter back to the near side, but instead it's already handed off as Shoemaker makes them pay down inside the 10, but Taylor just got that off just in time.
And this time they read John he shoots upfield, so Shoemaker's able to hand that one off. And John just rips down the quarterback thinking he has the ball there. So another first down for Haverford. They can still get a first down here.
About the 12-yard line. First down and 10. Midline read. Handoff goes to the tailback. Once again, he's bottled up after a yard or 2. Marple Newtown's offense stalled on that second drive. Coach Gakin decided to take a shot, setting up Haverford in decent starting field position to begin.
Yeah, 3rd and short. He did take a shot, Dave. Didn't pay off, so they had to punt it away. And Haverford, with their best starting field positions, able to get the ball rolling down here right outside the 10-yard line.
Second down and 10. They didn't give him anything on that dive. Counter play goes to the tailback. He's wrapped up, but inside the 5. As he's been a slippery one tonight, that Shoemaker.
So mark it right around the 5-yard line. 3rd down and goal. Again, they can still get a first down. That jet motion you have to honor if you're the outside backer. So he creeps out a little bit. They hit it up inside off tackle. Able to pick up some nice yardage there.
9:20 and counting here in the second quarter. Haverford knocking on the door. They can still pick up a first down before first down and goal. Need about 2 yards to pick up that first. You have to think that Heinrich will most likely be that pitch man. They were able to utilize it. Taylor under center. Main goes in motion. They go to him. And it's the pitch on the far side. He's in. 6 for Haverford.
Who's clapping, Mike?
Good misdirection there. Tigers are fooled on that one. Haverford keeps it to the outside. He's able to get into the end zone. 7-6 pending the extra point. So an excellent drive there. And great decision making by Taylor there on the Haverford offense.
Looks like Cunningham's to kick the extra point. It's up and go. We're tied at 7 with 8:57 here in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. More Central League action coming at next. Show some Marple Newtown football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Every financial decision has an effect and ripples into your retirement. That's why it's important to choose retirement strategies that work for you. Whether you're just getting started or retiring soon, we help guide you to a secure retirement. Contact Brendan Murphy at Compass Financial Solutions at 610-449-9900 or on the web at compassfinancialsolutionsinc.com.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Welcome back. Haverford went right down the field, Steve. It is a 60-yard drive, capitalized by that rushing attack of Haverford.
Yeah, little midline up the middle. Some pitches, QB keeps to the outside, and the Haverford right down the field. So they're able to move it on their first couple possessions in their own territory into Marple Newtown territory. This time they get the ball starting in Marple Newtown territory and able to capitalize. So that field position really helped them there. We'll see what they can do on defense against this Marple offense.
Kicks this one away. It's a high returnable kick from Marple Newtown. From their own 12-yard line is Box. Slides past one. He'll be bottled up. Out comes Bertolini with 8:51 here in the second quarter. This Tigers offense for the third time tonight.
Yeah, there's a good coverage there by Haverford. Box, dangerous returner, 2 touchdowns this season. And Bertolini and this offense take over their worst starting field position tonight. Looking to make up for that third down missed opportunity on their previous possession.
On the 29-yard line is Bertolini. 3 wide receivers, box to back, play action, rolling to his left, looking, throws into that side. Once again, see that boot to his strong hand utilized to Gillen.
Yeah, they like that play. The comeback route to Gillen on the outside. It's been open there, covered a little bit better by Haverford this time, but third time they ran it tonight.
What are you talking about? You don't think he caught it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a discussion on the field here.
Personal foul against Marple Newtown.
That's a good idea. Nice discipline. Mike, who was burping in my throat, Mike? Good discipline.
So I didn't see the penalty. Did you, Steve? It had to be after the play?
Yeah, it was a dead ball foul, so they're still talking on the sideline here.
That's how that goes.
Well, we talked about penalties then.
Yeah, you got to stay disciplined. Again, tight ball game here. I mean, you're coming into this game, can't overlook. I mean, you got 2 powerhouses looming the next 2 weeks, Strathaven and then Garner Valley, who are actually playing tonight. So I know you're going to get to 1-14, but got to stay disciplined. As umpire Brian Foster marks off 15 yards there.
Oh, boy. Larry Foster.
Head linesman tonight is Jerry DiGiovanni.
You seem to know a lot of referees.
Not a good thing.
Bertolini under center. Box on the counter, play back to the near side. Trying to pick up the penalty yardage, nothing doing. Haverford was ready for that counter. And Steve, this is what happens. You allow a team to hang around.
Yeah, they start to gain confidence. Again, when you're a 1-win team, and you're coming off a bye week, which is kind of unusual, and that's the week they would have played Upper Darby. But with this rivalry, Thanksgiving rivalry, they either you fill that week in or you have a bye week because you push it back to Thanksgiving Day. But with a 1-win team, you start to give them confidence. They start believing in themselves. And right now, this Haverford team is doing pretty well against this Marple Newtown offense.
7:40. Bertolini. Looks like a screen pass. It's caught by DeFrucio. Sidesteps one, but is unable to get back to that far side. So he's able to take the pass from Bertolini down to the 35, and out will come Moyer most likely to punt this one away again.
Yes, the penalty yards hurt them. They set up the screen nicely. Just had too long to go on that third down play. Right now, the offense is going to stay on the field, so we'll see if they try to make them jump off sides, burn a timeout.
They need about 5 yards, under 7 minutes to go until halftime. Timeout? I believe Haverford took that timeout. No official sign yet, but we'll take a timeout ourselves with 6:54 here in the second quarter, tied at 7. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Searching for a reliable heating and air conditioning company? Then DZO Mechanical is here to fulfill your every need. Privately owned, DZO offers residential and commercial services in heating, air conditioning, and ventilation. Since 2000, DZO has proudly served the Delaware County and tri-state area, offering customers great service at fair rates. For a free estimate, call DZO at 484-454-3346 or online at www.dzomechanical.com.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
5 yards to go. It's fourth down from their own 35-yard line. Coach Gicking thinking about going for it, Steve?
I don't know. I mean, they lined them up. Haverford took the timeout. And, Bertolini and this offense are back on the field here. So,
I mean, this
is a gutsy call here. I know Coach Gicking, he wants every opportunity. I mean, there's 6:54 left. This is a knotted-up game. Not many thought this. But, again, this Haverford team, 1-4, they lost to Garner Valley by 1 point.
You're not really going for this.
Haverford showing blitz. Now Coach Gicking burns a timeout himself. More likely, we'll keep it here, Eric, as he was just trying to see their alignment.
Yeah, so the first time was by Haverford. This time they go out there, try to go with the hard count, and I think they'll bring the punting unit in now.
Because that's more you're putting on his lid.
7-7 game on your own 35. You got to trust your defense. Punt this one away.
We haven't seen a fake yet.
No, not this season.
But plenty to talk about, Steve. We've seen the midline, the pass. They tried to field it a few times, and McGowan and Eck were able to bottle that up. But second drive for them, they were able to find something. Marple Newtown, you have to stay disciplined in their gaps, correct?
Yeah, and the thing is here, you can't give Haverford a short field. And, they're going to send the punting unit out because you saw what they did on their first two possessions. They had some success, but they eventually stalled out. A 1-4 team, it's tough to put together drives. It's the reason why you have one win. But you give them a short field, they have more success. They have a shorter way to go to have more success there, and they were able to capitalize on that short field the last time. So this is the right move to punt this one away and play some defense. Try to get this ball back before half.
Moyer, it is a fake. Man, I'm good. DeLuzio at the 50, 45, 40, down the sideline, 35, 20. He's getting wrapped up inside the 5. Woohoo!
Wow. You called it, Dave, and what a play there to the up back DeLuzio. Haverford not ready for it. Gutsy play call. It pays off. And the Tigers, first and goal here. Touchdown saving tackle by Haverford.
Steve, Riverboat Gicking.
We're off. We got nothing.
I think you stepped on the wire or something.
Oh. I got you. Go from bottom. That was good.
But Steve, the fake for DeLuzio, able to cash in. Trust me, I'm not always that good.
And they are into the end zone, so.
Tush push.
Here we go.
What a turn of events there. Thinking Tigers are going to punt this one away. Knotted up 7-7 against Haverford. They go with the fake punt to the up back DeLuzio. He goes up the gut there. A play they've been practicing for many weeks. They finally pull it out here, and they capitalize. So
Down.
that's a gut punch to Haverford there.
I'm trying to say, so the handoff went to the tailback. Was that Box or Walski? It was one of the Marple Newtown tailbacks trying to cash in. They do convert off that fake punt that just took the life out of Haverford's defense. Next play, they go into the end zone with 6:15 left here in the second quarter. McMenamin to kick the extra point out of the Gillen hold. It's up. It is good. 14-0 Marple Newtown. We'll step aside with 6:15 left. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Hey Tigers fans, did you know that only the Philly Pretzel Factory can make the Philadelphia pretzel? Because they have authentic, genuine quality of a Philly pretzel. They're always hot, always fresh, always a great deal. When I go to the Philly Pretzel Factory, I know I'm eating the original Philly soft pretzel. Bring them to a sporting event, a work party, even for a quick snack, and you can be sure that
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Fourth down. Haverford takes a timeout. Marple Newtown then takes a timeout. Out comes the punting unit. just want to say I called it. Calls the fake that goes all the way inside the 5. Then Marple Newtown tailback cashes in. Marple Newtown takes the lead with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, unbelievable play call there by Chris and the special teams coach, Bob Traynor, there, and they execute it well.
Back from the 10-yard line, Marple Newtown special teams taking over as he is lit up. Huge hit by Marple Newtown.
This is where Haverford has to be careful here. They got to put together some type of drive. Going 3 and out will be devastating for them. And you're going to start to see this, the 5-1 versus 1-4 team come out here.
Riverboat kicking, baby.
Now, if you're Haverford on the flip side, Steve, you still have a relatively new coach, Luke Doherty. What are you calling before the halftime? Because Marple Newtown will start the second half with the ball.
Hail Mary, right?
You got 6 minutes here, so you can run your offense. Don't have to force anything downfield.
Hail Mary.
It is a handoff, and holding on for dear life on the ankle tackle is Deluzzi, who just made the big play on the fake.
Yeah, and that's a nice tackle by him because that would have been a gash up the middle. Delugio does a good job crashing there, getting low, and bringing down the ball carrier for a couple yards.
I'll ask you this, Steve. Is this a new offense for Haverford? Because you're not normal. Last couple of years, you've seen shotgun wide receivers.
They've been in a spread look for the majority of the years under Coach Gale, who recently retired. Luke Doherty takes over for him, brings this offense with him.
Second down and long. Man goes in motion. Taylor under the center. Handoff goes to the tailback. Third down coming up.
Why do you think that is?
3rd and 5 here for Haverford.
Yo, go off the top.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Marple Newtown leads 14-7. We apologize for the technical difficulties as Haverford comes out, need about 6 to pick up that first down. And this is where your defense wants you to have to throw the ball because Eck got the sack earlier in the game.
Now, this is an offense that you want to force to throw the ball because they're not used to it.
Taylor on the counter play. Nothing doing. The ball is loose. Marple Newtown jumps on top of it. They say they have it, waiting for the official signal.
Yep, and they get it. So, and this is where it can get ugly for Haverford. We'll see if Marple Newtown tries to drain some clock or tries to take a shot after this turnover.
So Marple Newtown takes over a 4:33. They had that. It looked like almost a counterplay by the quarterback, Steve.
Yeah, there was a midline read, and he kept it. He kept on there. So they tried to do a quick hitter up the gut on 3rd down and 5. Nothing doing. Tigers play disciplined football there. And they're going to take over here up 14-7.
4:33 until halftime. From the 29-yard line, looking to take a 2-score advantage. Box the back. DeFrucio goes in motion to the far side. They faked him. Looking to take that shot deep down the field. He's got his man. It's throwing toward the end zone. It's caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Marple Newtown. Reeling it in was P.J. Esposito.
Great job by Esposito going up and getting that one back of the end zone. Good patience by Bertolini. Good protection up front. And he delivers a strike deep in the back of the end zone. So they take the shot after the turnover. And they make it 20-7. Good to have Esposito back on the field after missing a few weeks with a knee injury. 20-7 pending the McMenamin extra point.
We have a DeFrucio touchdown. Then the fake. Now capitalize off cashing in on that 21-7. Marple Newtown, 4:23 left until halftime. You're listening to Marple Newtown football on the Tigers Radio Network.
If you suffer from back or neck pain, injury, or headaches, then Dr. Tom Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center are here to help. Dr. Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center have been serving Delaware County residents for over 15 years. They take a gentle approach and utilize current techniques to help manage your pain. To address your back and neck-related pain or injuries, call the Advanced Chiropractic Center today at 610-356-2300 or visit drtomgraziano.com and tell them the Tigers Radio Network sent you.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Welcome back. Steve called it. They took a shot to the end zone and able to convert back of the end zone, Esposito.
Yeah, that's what you do. You get a turnover, try to take a quick shot. And this game has gotten out of hand for Haverford. It was 7-7 with about under 2 minutes ago. And after that fake punt and a turnover by Haverford, it's been all Marple Newtown.
Kickoff, it takes a bounce and rolls, almost doesn't go out of bounds. That was close, Steve, as they let that one go along that far sideline. As Marple Newtown's kicker, McMenman, will get the penalty. Good starting field position with 4:24 until halftime.
And she said Marple Newtown will get the ball to start the second half. I know Chris Gicking looking to have his defense force another 3 and out or a turnover, get the ball back, put some more points on the board before the half.
So if you're Marple Newtown, you're looking to take a stop here. Meanwhile, if you're Haverford, you're looking to try and get on the board and double up, trailing by 2 scores.
Yep, that's the plan here, and see what Haverford does coming out here down 21-7.
From the 35, that midline read goes to Shoemaker. He is bottled up. We've seen so many of these tackles. Is that the idea? Low man wins. Deluzio makes another ankle tackle.
Yeah, I think keep bringing Deluzio. Just got to watch. Can't over-pursue or overshoot the gap. Create lanes there. Deluzio stays patient, gets low, and brings down the fullback by the ankles. So they're going to continue to read that tackle, see what he does, and that'll determine whether they'll give it or take it. It's going to be a second down here in about 6. So 4 yards on first down there. You'll take that in this offense.
Under center, that read once again to go right back to him. He's bottled up. Give him a yard or 2. Is the 4 down territory already?
Depending on the situation where the yard marker's at. Again, you only get 2 ahead of yourself. It's only a 14-point game. Got to trust your defense at some point, but depending on what they pick up here, it might be you're hovering around midfield at your own 40-yard line. But I think we can get it to 4th and 2 or less. In this offense, you got to trust your offensive line to pick up 2 yards.
Third down, need about 5. Under center, we'll see if they go back to Shoemaker. No, he drops back the pass. Looking to the near side. It's reeled in right at the sticks. Picks up the first down is Kocher.
Good pitch and catch there by Haverford. They keep the chains moving here at their own 45-yard line. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Trying to close this deficit by 1 score. And if you turned this off about 4 minutes ago and turned it back on, you'd be shocked at the score. It was just 7-7.
In the blink of an eye, Liam Taylor under center. Heinrich goes in motion. He has the pitch man, and it's raked in one hand along that far side. Flags fly. As number 25, Hola, wraps it in. Makes it to about midfield, but there's laundry all over that Marple Newtown sideline.
It's going to be a holding. They pitch that to the outside. Any outside play you see there, and there's a flag thrown on the outside, it's going to be called a holding. They call that. They're going to move him back from where that occurred. So, big penalty yardage there for Haverford. Yeah, on that first down.
So it puts it back to the 38-yard line. This is where you backed up. You talk about behind the sticks. Well, when you run the wing tee, this is more likely going to be a punt.
Yeah, you never want to get behind the sticks, but definitely in this offense.
Drops back the pass, has pressure in his face, and he'll be wrapped up. McGowan had the pressure. He's cleaned up by number 44 of Marple Newtown, Aiden Curran.
Good job by Curran. But that's forced by McGowan. He closes that pocket. Quarterback has to step up, nowhere to go, and Karen brings him down.
At what time do you think Marple Newtown takes one of their last timeouts, Steve?
So it's second down now and long. So we'll see. Maybe after this play they'll burn one.
Burn a mullet.
Depending on what happens.
Exactly. Drive an IROC.
Main goes in motion to the near side. Ball's on the ground.
Looks like Haverford gets back on it.
Get down on it.
Be surprised if the Tigers don't burn one here. They only have one remaining. And they're not. They're going to let this one run.
Well, you figured they get the ball to begin the second half. What's the hurt? You're already up 2 scores. Is that the thinking of Coach Kicking?
Man, knowing Chris, he wants to keep on scoring.
To get the call. 50 seconds counting. Go ahead, Steve.
I guess you had to figure if you call that timeout, it's third down. If you're Haverford, you're probably going to run it.
Just keep on scoring.
Third down and long for the Fords. Drops back the pass. Looking to his right. It's deflected. They're going to say complete. Incomplete. So that will stop the clock. They got 30 seconds.
And one timeout. So they have an opportunity here with a decent return. Get your quarterback on the field and take a few shots.
You're just joining us. Marple Newtown went up 7-0 from a DeFrucio run. Then Haverford answer with a 60-yard drive of their own to tie it up at 7. The key point, Deluzio fake punt from their own side of the field went all the way down to the 5. Marple Newtown's been rolling since. They cash in with a running touchdown. Then Bertolini pass as the punt is a high booming kick. As it would be all the way down inside the 25.
That was dangerous. That touched Walski, it looked like. He had to hop on that, so could have been disastrous for them if Haverford was able to recover that.
Now
where you're at, you probably...
Do you do like the hammer screen or something along those lines just to try and say, hey, we get a big play. If not, we'll go around the halftime?
Knowing Chris, I wouldn't put anything past them, but...
Some kind of misdirection with everybody behind.
They have a timeout, so maybe they, even if they try to run or a short pass, see what they pick up. They're able to burn the timeout or try to get out of bounds.
Ball spotted on their own 25-yard line. 20 seconds until halftime. Bertolini, trips formation to the far side. The swing pass to that far side for Jukinovich. Running down the sidelines, he picks up a quick 12 yards. Clock stop at 14.
Yeah, so first down play successful. Now you're going to try to go after it. Keep working those sidelines. You can work the middle of the field because you have one timeout.
They're going to say he stepped out sooner. Looks like they put him at the 36. Red River rivalry tomorrow, Steve?
Yeah. See, that's Cotton Bowl Stadium's infested with crickets.
Shotgun formation. Looking to pass. It's caught by Marple Newtown's Walski. He's at the 50. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Is he going to get out of bounds? No, he's still down the sidelines. He's going to be taken out of bounds with 1 second left. The screen pass is capitalized. Walski, eyes at the back of his head. This man is dangerous in the open field.
Flags on the field. Most like a holder, a block in the back.
Let's see what the official call is. We're waiting the call. If it's a face mask, that would be huge.
It's at the end of the run, so yeah, it might very well be a face mask.
A face mask against Haverford?
No, they're going to push him back. So still able to have another shot, but
great job, Larry Foster.
Hold.
Block in the back on Marple.
Timeout, Marple Newtown. So the ball is at the 45. This will be the last play until halftime. Tigers lead 21-7. But Steve, you have to be careful because we saw what happened against Ridley. One play can turn the tide.
Yeah, it sure can. And Marple Newtown, yeah, they definitely have to be careful. I mean, they're going to take a shot downfield here. Would have had a better play call right about their 30-yard line, but that block in the back pushes them back to their Haverford's 45. So Bertolini has the arm strength. They're going to put an additional second on the clock, so 1.4 left. Again, this has to go in the end zone. They don't have enough time to run a play and get out of bounds.
Well, did he go back to the screen? Try and get blockers out in front?
You could.
We've seen the hammer screen. We've seen a few passes. We've seen a counter by box. Coach Gaking bringing out all the stops against Haverford tonight.
Yeah, much needed. This is a tight ball game late in the second quarter.
I mean, not even mentioning the fake punt.
Yeah, due to that fake punt, getting them inside the 5-yard line, they're able to cap out off the next play, and then the turnover they forced, and then the throw by Bertolini to Esposito makes it 21-7.
Shotgun. It's a pass to Xavier along this near side. He has blockers in front of him. That will help pad the stats as he's down inside the 20, but we'll head to the half. Marple Newtown leads 21-7. You are listening to Marple Newtown football on the Tigers Radio Network.
The Tigers Radio Network broadcasts, both live and archived, are the exclusive property of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated and are produced for the private use of our listening audience. No rebroadcast, in full or in part, is permitted without the express written consent of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated.
Welcome back. 21-7 in favor of Marple Newtown. I'm Dave Pascal alongside Steve Reynolds and the rest of the Tigers Radio Network. Ready for second half action. Steve, Marple Newtown really was set up. They were tied 7-7. The turning point was the fake punt.
Yeah, I mean, Haverford was playing them tough. They are a 1-win team coming in against this 5-win team on their home turf for their Fight for Life cancer charity event tonight. She do a great job with, but she said, Dave, that fake punt to the up back there in Deluzio really broke things open for Marple Newtown, followed by a turnover and a deep shot over the top from Bertolini to Esposito. But Haverford, I mean, I'm impressed with them, the way they're running that midline read. They've been doing good, marching down the field. They've taken advantage of some good field position. They're able to punch that one touchdown in, but Marple Newtown gets the ball to start the half, and this one can get out of hand real quick.
Scores from around the league. Bob Herpin on social media tonight. Springfield trails Ridley 14-7 at the half, and that is a big one because, Steve, we're already in October looking at points for seeding.
Yeah, I mean, you get into those 5A playoffs, you need those points, and those 6A teams you have, you get the most points from them, and this is a 6A opponent tonight versus Haverford, only one win, so you're not going to get a lot, but as you said, that if Ridley's able to pull one off against Springfield, that'll help the Tigers with their seeding.
Marple Newtown will start out on offense, I believe. Or did I miss something, Steve?
It's the first quarter. Yeah, I did. No, that's third grade. Don't worry about that. No, but this is like the first quarter. That was the second play of the game.
But nevertheless, we were talking about it, Steve, as Springfield trails, and we're talking about points, right?
No, they get the ball to start. So.
Yeah, so Marple...
I think they're doing some replays, Eric? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it. I apologize for the technical difficulties here. But as you're saying, Marple right now hovering around that 4 seed. You have Strathaven at the 1 seed, Springfield at the 2. I think Chester was at the 3, Marple at the 4. That was last week, so that's going to change in the next couple of weeks, depending on where the seeding's at. But just waiting for the second half to get started here.
Well, step aside. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network. Welcome back. Marple Newtown hands it off to the tailback, and he's brought up the line of scrimmage 12 minutes ago. We apologize for technical difficulties. Marple Newtown leads 34-7, Steve?
That's possible.
I don't know what to tell you.
We're going on.
We got what we got. We apologize for technical difficulties, but Marple Newtown was clicking all cylinders, Steve. It was 21-7 at the end of the first half. Bertolini comes out, trips formation to the far side. Bertolini, quick pass. It's a swing to the outside, makes one man miss, slips past one defender. 11-10 here in the third quarter. Third down and short after the quick completion to the outside. That was Box. So you've seen Box now lined up in the backfield and as a wide receiver.
Got a fresh one. Freshie. A fresh one.
Yeah, that's 21-7. That's wrong.
Okay. I was to say, that would have been a quick 2 touchdowns if so. So it is 21-7. It was just an error on the scoreboard. 10:40, it is corrected. Third down and short. Man goes in motion, has to fake it to Ferruccio. Hand off to the tailback. The burst of speed. He's at the 50. Reservations for 6. Touchdown, Marple Newtown. That's Brett Walski.
Walski takes it to the house on the jet counter. Off tackle to the left, right down that hash marks the numbers, and into the end zone for the Tigers. They extend the lead 27-7, pending the McMenamin extra point.
That was a 70-plus rushing touchdown for Walski, who didn't get many carries. He has fresh legs because he didn't get many carries, but he was the leading rusher for Marple Newtown coming into tonight, and he cashes in from 70-plus to give Marple Newtown the commanding 27-7 lead, pending the McMenamin extra point out of the Gillen hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. 28-7 Marple Newtown. 10:23 left in the third. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
D&K Appliances, a family-owned and operated business, has been serving the greater Philadelphia area since 1960. That's 50-plus years of experience selling products by leading manufacturers while offering competitive prices and excellent customer service. D&K is committed to being the dependable difference. From our knowledgeable sales associates to our professionally trained in-house delivery and service technicians, D&K will get the job done right. We hope you stop by D&K today.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
And just like that, Walski goes to the house. Marple Newtown commanding 28-7 lead right off the bat after halftime. Steve, they got the ball. They're able to double up.
Yeah, and they're not wasting any time here, not playing around with Haverford anymore. They have a commanding 21-point lead as they kick it off here.
McMenamin from the 15-yard line. He'll be wrapped up as he leans forward past the 25, giving the 26 to begin this drive with 10-17. Making the tackle was Kern.
Shout out to Mike Willard and Ryan Walski. Twink didn't think we could win, Steve.
Yeah, I mean.
Get out the handle.
Get out the handle, pal.
It's a tough offense to defend. It took them a little bit to get their feet settled defensively, but self-destruction by Haverford has helped this, and the Marple Newtown offense has just taken over here.
Steve, I got 1,000 wings ordered for Super Bowl Sunday for Twink.
Oh, baby.
And a handle.
Flag on the play, the keeper by Taylor. He's wrapped up once he hits the 39-yard line. We'll see what the penalty is on the play. Looks like it's on the Fords. But Steve, we've entered October. It's hard to believe that we're already on the back end of the schedule and already looking at seeding for playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe this is week 7 already. Only 3 games left in the regular season, and 3 tough ones. Haven, at Haven, home against Garner Valley, and then I believe we're at Pencrest.
I believe Pencrest is senior night.
Senior night, so yeah, home against Pencrest. So, and Pencrest 3-3 team. Not sure what they're doing right now, but another tough team as well.
From the 21-yard line is Taylor. And he'll be bottled up. First making contact was Eck. Cleaned up by the tailbacks as we've already seen some success from Taylor dropping back the pass, but this Tigers front causing fits all season for your opponents.
And I think it's going to help Marple Newtown with, as you talked about, all October, playing 3 teams with a midline read, 1 team wing T, but all run-heavy teams. A lot of misdirection, a lot of unblocked guys that you got to
It's been an interesting night with 9:17 here in the third. Taylor, midline read, pitches it to the outside. He'll be wrapped up at the 30. It's Heinrich.
Man, I feel like we officially turned into the Pat McAfee show here.
Right? Yeah, it's this is technology at its finest, Steve. Godelli would have fired me immediately.
Under 9 minutes to go. Here, go ahead, Steve.
You're not slowing down at all over there.
Taylor drops back the pass, swing to the far side. 2 Tigers able to wrap him up. Bennett makes the initial contact and wraps him up after a yard.
Good job defensively by the Tigers. Still doing a great job swarming to the ball. All 11 guys getting to the ball, not relying on one guy in the open field. Tigers with that 28-7 lead here. Pancras punts this one away. Tigers going to take over with excellent field position.
Trying to see what scores are from around the league. Especially important to keep an eye on as Marple Newtown goes to Strathaven, who remains undefeated. They had a game-winning touchdown against Springfield, and that was a deciding factor essentially right now. What is it, Larry? 14-6. In favor of Strathaven winning against Cornog Valley.
Wow. Yeah, it was 14-0. It was 14-0, but Garnet is able to score. I believe that game is playing at Garnet tonight.
From the 42-yard line, 8-12 to begin this drive. Handoff goes to the tailback in box, leans forward, picks up 3, down to the 45.
It's the Haverford team just trying to find their own identity. Second-year head coach Luke Dockery.
How many beers did that guy drink tonight?
Shotgun formation, Bertolini. Sends Walski in motion, and looks like he goes that way, trying to make one man miss. He does sidestep. He's at midfield, close to that first down marker.
And he should have been tackled in the backfield there, but nice shifty moves by number 5. Gets right to the markers. Third down and short. Tigers right on the ball here.
Third down, they need a yard. See what they decide to go with. See if they go to the tailback or QB sneak. They sneak it, and they pick up the first. Keep this drive alive.
Now it's 21-6, Strathaven with a commanding lead.
So unless Cornog Valley has a dramatic comeback, Strathaven will be undefeated going into next week in control of the 5A playoffs as Marple Newtown's got the ball at the 47-yard line with 6:45 left here in the third.
It's saying the second quarter there.
It might be second half. Bertolini drops back the pass. And it dropped off the box, who sidesteps down to the 33-yard line. Blocking down the field was DeFrucio.
And next week will be a battle with this Strathaven team who's been dominating past couple years. Kevin Clancy, all-time winningest coach in Delaware County history, is back in the same form he was late 90s, early 2000s.
They just reload. They don't retool. They lost their whole backfield last year, and they start the season out undefeated. Bertolini drops back the pass. Now with a run to box on the near side, he's wrapped up down to the 19. Box, who just recently committed to go play lacrosse with his brother.
Cornell.
Plenty of multi-sport athletes on this Marple Newtown football team.
Yeah. Chris Gicking preaches as athletic director. Multi-sport athletes. As you said, Dave, the Tigers have a slew of them.
For Bono and DeFrucio on the near side. DeFrucio goes in motion.
Amazing camera angle.
And the play goes for a few. As there's 5 minutes to go left here in the third. This is where Al Michaels would probably check out, Steve.
I don't blame him. I mean, I'm right about that level.
Ball is spotted on the 15-yard line for Marple Newtown. Bertolini under center. Gillen and Esposito on that near side. Walski to back. They hand it to him. He gets a block, lowers his shoulder. He's down near the 10. Marple Newtown doing a good job controlling the clock, Steve, and looking to add to their 28-7 advantage. Marple Newtown's 1-2 punch of Walski and box, trying to drain this clock. Ball spotted on the 10. First down and goal for the Tigers. Box the back. Man goes in motion on the far side. They fake it in. They hand it off the box on the near side. Sidesteps one. He dives for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Such a lethal play they have there. That jet counter. This time the jet ISO right up the middle there for the touchdown. Box leans forward there and extend this lead 34-7. As DeLuzio leads on the ISO up the middle, gets the backer, and Box goes right behind him.
Marple Newtown's 1-2 punch does it again. They're actually, they're going to mark him down. They're going to mark him short.
Oh, well,
they took it off the board.
Okay, so
they're going to go right back to him, you got to think. So it's from a yard out. They hand it off the box. Off the right side, he's in. He sidesteps. He'll get a 1-yard touchdown now instead of a 10.
34-7 here, pending the McMenamin extra point.
And this Marple Newtown offense, you throw the Springfield game out the window, they're averaging 50 points a game.
Yeah, and that's a game they're going to look back on. It's and they'll be looking back on that game going into next week on the things they didn't do well, because that's going to be a tough front they're going to face on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. They can't get pushed around like they did in that game.
McMenamin's extra point out of Gillen Hold is good, 35-7 in favor of Marple Newtown with 3:15 left here in the third. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
If you're having plumbing problems, heating problems, cooling problems, don't have an attack, call Bobby Mack. Bob McNamara Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is located right here in Marple Township for 29 years. You can call Bobby Mack, 610-496-6260, or visit their website for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs at bobmcnamaraPlumbing.com.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Box scores from 1 yard out, 35-7. Scores from around the league. Strathaven, who Marple Newtown will play next week, is winning 21-6 at Garnet Valley. You don't see that very often.
Right.
And
that
Steve,
just went to halftime.
And when's the last time Garnet Valley lost to a Central League opponent?
I believe it was 4 or 5 years ago. So it's been a long winning streak for them. But they lost their first game of the year, and they had 2 now, but it was 1-point win versus Haverford, 2-point win versus Lower Marion.
And then the kickoff by McMenamin. Sorry to cut you off, but Madej with the big hit. You might see him in the fourth quarter now.
But this Garnet Valley team is dealing with some injuries. So,
ball spotted on the 30. The drive will begin with 3:11. Go ahead, Steve.
Haverford takes over down 35-7. And that happened quick. I mean, again, we talked about 6 minutes left, 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter was 7-7. So Marple Newtown with 28 unanswered points, fast. 14 to end the second quarter and another 14 to start this third quarter here.
Did he take the pitch, Steve? It looks like Marple Newtown trying to say there's a fumble. So when you run that midline read, it can be deflected, and instances like this could cause a turnover. Marple Newtown pushes them back. It's going to be essentially a loss of 10, but it's better than a turnover on the fumble.
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous. You got to step into that pitch there, and depending on the defender reading it, it could be a disaster, but fortunate for Haverford, they get that ball back.
Second down, 20 yards to go. It's not really a drop back and pass offense for the Fords, running the wing T style approach. Play is blown dead. That will back them up an additional 5 yards.
Yep, legal procedure.
Not something you're used to seeing from this Haverford team.
Yeah, a lot of. Sorry, I'm distracted by this marching band at Strathaven taking up the entire field at Garnet Valley here.
Thought you were going to say Lincoln Financial.
But yeah, Marple Newtown on their way to 6-1, 4-1 in the Central League here. I mean, setting up nicely for a huge matchup next week at Strathaven.
So I apologize for the technical difficulties, but looks like it's going to be fourth down. No, third down and short. 2:30 and counting here in the third. Taylor under center. Man goes in motion, midline read. He's able to pick up the first down, so the penalty doesn't negate him from getting a first down.
Yeah, he just keeps that one himself there. Able to dive forward for a first down. We're approaching under 2 minutes here left in the third quarter.
Is this one of those instances, Steve, where you just tell them, hey, they want to run the ball out, run the clock out, let them do it?
Yeah, just, this is a point in the game where you don't have to take chances there. Just stay home. And a big run here for Haverford. Another first down. So they find a crease off tackle to the right side into Marple Newtown territory.
Down to the 45-yard line of Marple Newtown. A minute 30 left here in the third. Man goes in motion. As the quarterback keeper around this near side, he's hit initially by Box. Give him a yard or two. Steve, you expect to see some of the JV coming out soon?
Yeah, I think as we get into the fourth quarter, you'll see probably Joe's coming for Bertolini. These JV guys do have a game tomorrow at home against Haverford tomorrow morning.
Junior Tigers have a game too, Steve?
Yeah, and Avon Grove.
That's a nice long drive for you.
Nah, I don't want to stop too many places to use the bathroom.
Man goes in motion. Taylor's just going to keep it himself. McGowan makes the stop as he continues to move the pile. See if they want to run one more play here in the third. For as good as Marple Newtown's offense has been, Steve, you can just say just as much as the defense has done their job bottling them up, but the true hero of the night was Deluzio's fake punt that turned the tide.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the difference. You look back on this game, that was the difference. But Marple Newtown's defense all year only allowing 11 points per game.
Midline read. Able to get tripped up before the 30. That will do it for the third quarter. The Orange and Black lead 35-7. Head to the fourth. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Hey Tiger fans, did you know that only the Philly Pretzel Factory can make the Philadelphia pretzel? That's because they have authentic, genuine quality of a Philly pretzel. They're always hot, always fresh, and always a great deal. When I go to the Philly Pretzel Factory, I know I'm eating the original Philly soft pretzel. Bring them to a sporting event, a work party, or just for a quick snack, and you can be sure that the Philly Pretzel Factory will deliver a pretzel of great taste and value. Stop in today at any of their locations, including Broomall, Springfield, Folsom, and Bryn Mawr, or visit their website, phillypretzelfactory.com, for a complete listing of locations in the Delaware Valley. And remember, if it's not from the Philly Pretzel Factory, it's not a real pretzel. You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Steve, Marple Newtown leads 35-7. We head to the fourth, but it's been offense, defense, and special teams. It's been a complete game for these Tigers.
Yeah, it sure has, Dave. It started a little bit slow for them. They had to punt it away on their opening drive, but since then they've been, or their second drive of the game, excuse me, but since then they've been rolling and hitting on all cylinders. But Haverford not giving up here. Close to another first down. Trying to put some more points on the board as we just start the fourth quarter here.
Marple Newtown going to improve to 6-1 on the season. Already eyeing up most likely a top 8 seed, Steve?
Yeah, well, most likely we'll host a playoff game, but again, they got 3 tough games coming up. First foremost, Strathaven next week.
Heinrich goes in motion. Handoff goes to the tailback and Shoemaker. He's rattled down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the big guys up front. Under 11 minutes to go here. Third down, they need a yard. Fourth quarter, I'm Dave DePasco alongside Steve Reynolds and the rest of the Tigers Radio Network. Thank you for tuning in for tonight's Central League contest. It's a QB keeper. He's got the first down. Dives forward, down at the 16.
And again, talking about this midline read, you get, between Haverford, Garnet, and Pencrest coming up, all running that same type of offense. Each team have their different wrinkles in their offenses, but again, same type of assignments you're going to be playing. And then you look at Strathaven, double wing, not so much midline, more of the traditional wing tee, again with some different wrinkles in it, modern day wing tee. So for the entire month of October, you're practicing against this double tight, double wing offense. So it could work to their advantage having this many reps against it.
Taylor taking down in the backfield, number 54 of the Tigers, Eric Jonda making the play.
Good play there by Jonda. It's a guy next week, you're going to have to rely on. Guys in tier are Jacob Beck, Jonda, McGowan, Moyer. They're going to have to play tough up front if they want to stop that wing tee attack by Strathaven.
Which doesn't look like anyone's done this season so far.
No, and, it's... You look at your Springfield game, that Springfield lost to Strathaven in the last minute of the game. So on paper, you say, well, Marple lost to Springfield by 22. Strathaven beat Springfield in a tight game. So on paper, Strathaven's going to handle Marple. But that was 4 or 5 weeks ago. That was early in the season. I think that was week 2. So, things have changed. Teams improve. I think Marple's ready after playing that Springfield team. That was kind of a wake-up call to them, starting off the season 3-0, not against any real true opponents that gave them a test. So I think they're a little more battle-tested now. And that Ridley game was a statement game for them. Again, that Ridley team's not the same Ridley team as they are, but to go into Ridley and put a thumping on them the way they did, I think that's been a huge confidence booster for them, and they haven't looked back since.
That was a turnover on downs. Marple Newtown took over at the 20-yard line with 9:16 here in the fourth quarter.
Just read this. Flip it over.
Be a loss of 2 on the handoff the box. Clock continues to run. Tigers lead 35-7. Going to be another Central League win for them. Their only loss, as Steve was alluding to, was to Springfield.
And a team they'd love to see again in the playoffs, depending on how the seeding works out. We'll see if they'll match up with a rematch against them. But a lot of work to do until then. 3 more games remaining.
Looks like miscommunication between Box and Bertolini. He goes down. There'll be a loss on the play.
At this point in the game, starters are still in. They're going to let this clock run out. No particular hurry here.
Conservative, most likely, as they gave him a yard. Bertolini with the touchdown pass to Esposito. Couple of rushing touchdowns to Fruscio, Walski, Box, all getting on the board for the Tigers. 35 total points. Empty backfield for Bertolini, spreading out the Fords. And we have a timeout on the field. We will take one as well with 7:35 left in the fourth. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tiger Radio Network.
Taking the lead in the tree care today is Mike Gillen at MG Tree. Mike is a resident of Broomall, a 1990 MN graduate, and was co-captain of the football team in 1990. Located in Broomall, MG Tree provides tree care to shaping and trimming or complete tree removal, not to mention a 24-hour emergency service. These experienced professionals are serving those in Delaware County and the main line. Keep your trees looking healthy and great. Give them a call for an appointment today at 610-359-9970. Again, 610-359-9970.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Third down, need about 10 yards for Coach Gicking and his team, Steve. The playbook's open. More than not, it's going to be conservative.
Yeah, I mean, I could see, they'll maybe put it in the air here to try to pick up a first down, though. Keep these chains moving, keep the ball in your possession. But from here on out, I mean, they're not looking to do anything, put anything on film for Strathaven or other teams to see here, up 28 points.
Bertolini, most likely his last drive of the game. Looks to his right, going deep down the field. He's got a man wide open to Fruscio would take this one 81 yards to the house.
Wide open, just beat his man down the seam on 3rd and 10 after the timeout. And Bertolini hits him in stride there. Nice little stutter.
He wasn't within 5 yards of him.
Couldn't see there. Kind of looked like that slant go, the sluggo route there. Faked the slant and then up. And his defender bit on it. And wide open to Fruscio. And Fruscio's come on this season as his top target for Bertolini. For big plays here. And McMenamin comes on for the extra point.
Extra point out of a Gillenhold. It's up. It's good. 42-7 in favor of Marple Newtown with 7:30 left in this one. You'll listen to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Searching for a reliable heating and air conditioning company? Then DZO Mechanical is here to fulfill your every need. Privately owned, DZO offers residential and commercial services in heating, air conditioning, and ventilation. Since 2000, DZO has proudly served the Delaware County and tri-state area, offering customers great service at fair rates. For a free estimate, call DZO at 484-454-3346 or online at www.dzomechanical.com.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
DeFrucio gets into the end zone for the second time tonight. His first one began the game to give the Tigers a lead from 16 yards out, 7-0. This one comes out to pretty much close it and get a running clock. 81 yards. Bertolini to DeFrucio. Now we're at 42-7. 35 unanswered points.
Yeah, this has been a total offensive onslaught for the Tigers here ever since that fake punt. And they're going to boot this one away. So 3rd down and 10, they go to the air, and they hit on a big connection from Bertolini to DeFrucio for his second receiving touchdown of the night. Or, I'm sorry, second touchdown of the night. One on the ground, one receiving.
Right. Started the game out as he'll let this one bounce. It's just rolling around, and Marple Newtown's going to just miss him as he picked up the ball. It's going to be all the way back towards the 20. As it will be a running clock from here on out with 7:23 in this ball game. If you're Marple Newtown, you took care of business. Now you got the meat of your schedule. Strathaven, Garnet Valley, Pencrest on senior night.
Yep, and it all starts next week. We'll see what Strathaven does the rest of this game here. First Garnet Valley, that second half is about to start. But preparation for that starts tomorrow morning in film. I'm sure that preparation has already started. Looking at that Strathaven film, but
well, I was going to say, I don't think Coach Kicking sleeps. You can text him at all hours of the night. He's awake. As the handoff goes to number 4, Facero. Nice play. Gives them some breathing room, as alluding to it earlier, Steve, as JV makes their way into this ball game.
Yep, so running clock here for the Tigers. JVs are in. We turn around for a game tomorrow morning.
I feel like a broken record, but I say this every week almost. These are invaluable. These guys get more and more reps on varsity. It makes a big difference as the midline ring goes to that far side.
And I think every game but the Springfield and Ridley games, we've seen the second unit come in.
So basically all but 2 games?
Which is impressive. I mean, dominating your opponents, and that's Ridley game was domination. But again with their one loss of the year at home versus Springfield.
Under 6 minutes to go.
But
under center. Toss play to the near side. Has a lead blocker. He's on his feet. Tackled. Halea on the carry on the near side. We've talked about this several times, Steve. The senior class all started as sophomores. And they have grown each and every year. Just look at Bertolini stepping up in the pocket last year. It was like he was a different quarterback, throwing 45 yards down the field on the money.
Yeah, remember his first game we were at Ocean City against Collingswood, and it was, you could tell he was a first-year quarterback, and he was raw, and he made some mistakes, and didn't really trust his throws, and was a little questionable in the pocket, but man, has he really improved each game that year into last year and then this year. I mean, he's going to college for lacrosse at High Point, but, he could find a home somewhere in the lower divisions at quarterback because, he's got all the tools.
Oh, for sure. That run goes all the way down to the Marple Newtown 23-yard line. And Steve, I see on that sideline, Ty John is itching to get back on the field.
Yeah, and he's, they haven't ruled him out for the season. So one of these weeks he will be back, and wondering if they're letting him rest until next week's big matchup at Strathaven.
Toss play. Gets down inside the 15-yard line. The clock continues to run. 4 minutes left. That was Shoemaker once again. Haverford looking to get on the board one more time.
4 minutes remaining in this game. That Strathaven Garnet game still at half.
Well, I guess they got a lot of performances. Handoff goes right back to him. Sidesteps one. He's inside the 5. Marple Newtown's JV getting valuable experience here. As Marple Newtown of the best of 5 the last couple times. So Marple Newtown won the last time these two teams met in 2021, 49-16. Prior to that, in 2019 and 2017, Tigers didn't score. They lost 39-0 and 35-0. And then at Haverford, this will be the second straight win at Haverford. Last one came at 2016, 26-13, the final.
Remember that game? That was the
tip pass.
Yeah, from Paoletti to Mathis, Cameron Mathis, and Marple Newtown. I believe that was their Central League title team, 2016. Yeah, so can't believe it's been 7 years since they played at Haverford.
I saw you doing the math in your head.
I forgot what year it was. That was 24.
Steve doing the chimpanzee on typewriter.
2:30 and counting left.
Everybody trying to see the almighty.
Taylor under Sunder. A pitch to the near side, and he's in for 6. Touchdown for number 1, Coacher.
Nobody cares. Cover the spread. Run the clock.
We have a live studio audience tonight, Steve. Very live.
Yeah, a lot of nitwits in here tonight.
Working here.
Marple Newtown leads 42-13.
Who needs one?
Extra point is good. We'll step aside with 2:15 left, 42-14. Listen to Marple Newtown football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Home and sponsors of the 2023 Marple Newtown High School football team. Every team needs a great quarterback, and when your home or business is affected by water, storm, fire, or smoke damage, we offer our 27 years of experience to quarterback your team. We set protocol for restoration and replacement and rebuilding of your home. Located on Baltimore Pike in Media, we proudly serve PA, New Jersey, Maryland, and Delaware. At Home and Business Public Adjusters, we know the playbook. Text Blaine at 610-909-1112. Ready, set up. Wow.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
There goes the 35 unanswered, Steve, as they're able to find the end zone to put up 14 points here. But this might be, we'll have to dive into the archives, but this might be the biggest win in Marple Newtown history at Haverford.
Yeah, we'll have to dig that one up. But pure domination here ever since that fake punt to the up back Deluzio, taking that all the way down inside the 5. And the Tigers haven't looked back since. They really haven't looked back since that 22-0 defeat.
Not really.
No, 22-0, since they lost that 22-0 game
right
at Springfield. They haven't looked back since that following day where there was nothing but business. And these past 3 games have been pure domination by the Tigers, offensively and defensively.
From the 15, Marple Newtown's offense looking to run the clock out with 2:05 left in this one. The running clock will most likely do it unless Haverford burns their timeouts. You're going to see a few people possibly jealous in at quarterback and a few others.
How many did he say to go back to? Remember? Just one? Nah, because we had that problem.
Waiting for official call. Few changes, jealous in that quarterback. Is that Favaccia or Madej, Steve?
Favaccia.
And that's where he goes, off the right side. They move the pile. Good push by that offensive line. Getting down towards that 40. Down to the 38 to move those chains. But overall, a great effort by the Orange and Black tonight on all stages. And now you only have 3 games left. Hard to believe. As we wait. Minute 20.
Tigers get across midfield here.
Just take their time. But almost at their average this season, scoring about 45 points a game. And Carey goes for a loss. What, one more play, Steve, or that will about do it?
They technically have to run one more play here, but all eyes on Strathaven now. We are setting up for a huge matchup there. Strathaven, as of right now, will be undefeated unless Garnet's able to come back in this game.
That's Madej on the near side, the freshman tailback. He's wrapped up at the 30, and the future is bright indeed.
It sure is, and Walski's only a sophomore and Box is a junior, so.
That will do it, Steve. Final score, 42-14. Final thoughts on tonight's victory.
You might have to go to wing T offense next year with these three backs.
You got the horses.
No, I'm playing. But, yeah, again, dominant performance. Took care of business. Started off a little slow, but when you needed it, when it counted, they took control, Dave, and, you know, all going to come down next week. We're going to find out what type of team this is. Next couple weeks.
Next week, the Tigers go to Strathaven, like you were talking about, for this game.
Yeah, and it's going to be a battle. It's going to be one up front, offensive line, defensive line, and we're going to see if they can answer the bell, where they weren't able to against Springfield. So this is going to be their test. I mean, how do you match up with the big boys? Do you want to finish second or third in the Central League, win 2 playoff games, or do you want to compete for a title in the Central League and the district? And it's going to depend on these next 2 weeks.
Ding, ding. We'll find out. Next week, the Tigers will travel to Strathaven. You can read more about this game, get coverage of the entire 2023 season, and listen or watch an archive of this or any broadcast at MarpleNewtownFootball.com. Follow us on Twitter and on Instagram at MN Tigers. A big shout out to the Strathaven Sports Media Group for the video content tonight.
Dave, they did a great job, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Haverford, from our home studio, the mothership in Havertown, Earlington and Hastings. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Jim. Our color comment tonight, Steve Reynolds. Engineer and director Eric Kelling, co-executive producer Greg Pecco. Social media tonight, courtesy of Bob Herpin. Statistician Jim Alsman. Camera operator, Active Image, Marple Newtown Boosters Club, Mary Ellen Box. Athletic director of Marple Newtown is Chris Gicking. Executive producer Jim Alsman. I'm Dave DePasco for an entire broadcast crew. Thank you for watching and listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com. See you next week.
The Tigers Radio Network broadcasts, both live and archived, are the exclusive property of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated and are produced for the private use of our listening audience. No rebroadcast, in full or in part, is permitted without the express written consent of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated.